The Animal Revolution, Act 1, the Continental Barnyard Meeting. Welcome to Farmington, folks. This is where we're going to learn about the American Revolution, but with a twist, and hooves, and beaks, and tails. Let's start with the story of how it all began. It all started with a bunch of animals, tired of being bossed around by the British farmer, Mr. King George the Rooster. This is Mr. King George the Rooster, looking very pompous in a crown. All you farm animals are going to pay your taxes on the hay you eat. And don't even think about growing your own corn. I'll be watching you. The farm animals grumble in response. Sheep cry loudly. A pig, George Hogington, stands up with a raised hoof. Enough. We will not stand for this any longer. It's time for independence. We'll declare our freedom and not let this rooster push us around anymore. That's right. George Hogington, our fearless pig, decided that it was time for a revolution. But who would help him fight against Mr. King George the Rooster? It wasn't just George Hogington who had the idea. Act 2, Benjamin Fowl-anklin the duck. Let's see. If I fly this kite in the storm, I'll prove that electricity is the key to unlocking new power for the animals of the barnyard. The other animals gasp as Benjamin Fowl-anklin launches his kite into a storm, and lightning strikes. Benjamin Fowl-anklin's feathers puff up. By the feathers of the great rooster himself, I've done it. Electricity. Now, the animals will have new tools to defend themselves against tyranny. And just like that, Benjamin Fowl-anklin helped the farm animals see the light literally. But there was more to the revolution than just flying kites. Act 3, Molly Madison and the hay cakes incident. In the barn kitchen, Molly Madison the cow is stirring a giant pot of hay cakes. All right, everyone, I'm preparing these hay cakes for the big feast. We're about to send a message to Mr. King George the Rooster. When we sign the Declaration of Independence, we're going to show him we can do this our way, starting with dessert. She hands a tray of hay cakes to a group of farm animals, including a horse named Thomas, who delivers them to the other animals at the meeting. We've got the cakes ready, but we're about to make our big move. The signers are coming in. The farm animals gather around a huge scroll that reads Declaration of Independence written in large letters. Benjamin Fowl-anklin helps roll it out. On July 4, 1776, a group of determined farm animals led by George Hogington, Benjamin Fowl-anklin, and Thomas Hefferson signed the Declaration of Independence and decided that they were free to live on their own terms. They were no longer under the rule of Mr. King George the Rooster. Act 4, the Battle of Hay Bales. The animals are preparing for battle. George Hogington is leading a charge and Benjamin Fowl-anklin is flying around, alerting the animals with a loud quack, shouting, "All right, team, it's time to show the rooster's forces what we're made of. Charge!" The animals fought hard, and with the help of smart strategies from Benjamin Fowl-anklin and the bravery of all the animals, they won the Battle of Hay Bales. Mr. King George the Rooster was defeated. Act 5, the Peace Treaty. All right, you animals have earned your freedom. I'll leave your farm alone. No more taxes, and no more corn control. George Hogington, grinning. That's right, freedom tastes sweet, and so does this hay cake. The animals all laugh and celebrate, dancing around the barn. Molly Madison hands out more hay cakes, and so, with the signing of the peace treaty, the animals of Farmington were free. They could now live and work without fear of Mr. King George the Rooster's rule. And from that day forward, the farmyard was a place of liberty, equality, and plenty of hay cakes.